Hello friends, today we are going to start our next chapter, biological classification. Actually, you can say it is a continuation of our first chapter. Introduction of biological classification we started in the living world. But today we are going to start actually different type of classifications, some artificial, some natural classifications, which we discuss in this chapter. First of all, let me tell you one thing, that what is the need of classification, why we are going to classify things. Classification is as old as civilization. In the starting, when humans made society, in that society they developed cultures. When they developed cultures, they developed division of labor. In that division of labor, he classified different resources into different groups. For examples, he classified plants on the basis of their practical usage. He classified plants into uh, cloth giving plants, paper giving plants, medicinal plants, like this. Uh, and similar way he classified animals. But this was not scientific way of classification. Then he started scientific way of classification. In scientific way of classification, the first name which we'll discuss is the Aristotle, because the first scientific attempt to classify organism was made by Aristotle. As you know, Aristotle, he was father of biology, he was father of zoology, he was founder of embryology. And that person classified plants as trees, shrubs, and herbs on the basis of their habit or size. Second number, he classified animals on the basis of red blood, animals with red blood and animals without red blood. And he used specific terms which were taken from Latin or Greek language. And animals with red blood comes under group Enema, and animals without red blood comes under Anema. Actually, you are familiar with word anemia. When we go deficiency of hemoglobin or RBC, this disease is known as anemia. The same word anemia arises from anema word, and this anema means without red blood. Hope you understand the first classification. First scientific attempt to classify organism by Aristotle. He classified organisms plants, animals. Plants, on the basis of habit or size. On the basis of habit or size, he classified plants into main three groups: trees, shrubs, herbs. As we know, trees among these plants are the tallest, and medium sized shrubs and smallest are the herbs. And animals, on the basis of red blood. On the basis of red blood, he classified animals into two groups: animals without red blood, animals with red blood. Animals without red blood comes under group anema, and animals with red blood, enema. You can learn this by recalling anemia. In case of anemia, our RBC or hemoglobin count decreases. This is anemia, means without red blood, and enema in animals with red blood. This is the simplest classification. In this classification, the anema group contains examples: sponges. We know sponges are animals, but these animals don't have blood. And second, organisms. Coelentrates. These animals also don't have red blood, etc. Animals with red blood. Vertebrates like mammals, में humans. This was the simplest classification. Actually, he classified organisms on the basis of simple morphological characters. He classified organisms on the basis of simple morphological. Morphological means appearance-wise. As we see in case of plants, he classified plants on the basis of their size, and their size is a morphological appearance character. And he classified animals on the basis of red blood, animals without red blood and animals with red blood. Hope you got the concept. It is very simple concept. After Aristotle, other concept of classification was given by Linus. Father of binomial system of nomenclature. He classified organisms into two kingdoms. He classified organisms into two kingdoms. Kingdom Plantae, and second one is Kingdom Animalia. He classified organisms into Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. The main criteria for classification used by him: used by him. Actually, when you have to classify anything, you must require some base. For example, if you have to classify our class, then you can classify our class on the basis of sex, boys or girls. You can classify class on the basis of intelligence, the persons with more intelligence, persons with less intelligence. You can classify our class on the basis of concentration, the persons who are more focused and persons with less focus. And if you are going to classify or you are try to make some groups, then you need some base. In the similar way, if anybody is going to classify anything, then it must require some similarities and differences. The similar way, Linus took some criteria for classification. He made two kingdom system of classification. In this two kingdom system of classification, first criteria chosen by Linus was presence of cell wall. Presence of cell wall. Organisms which have cell wall are placed in kingdom Plantae, and organisms without cell wall are placed in kingdom Animalia. This was the first criteria taken by Linus, and this is cell wall. After this criteria, he took second criteria, and this is second criteria chosen by Linus for this two kingdom classification is locomotion. Plants don't show locomotion, animal shows locomotion. And third criteria, mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition, organisms which eat comes under kingdom Animalia. Organisms which do not eat comes under Plantae. These are very simple concepts used by Linus for his two kingdom classification. The first is cell wall, presence or absence. Second, locomotion, presence or absence. Third is mode of nutrition. Organisms which eat are considered as animals, and organisms which do not eat are considered as plants. And mode of nutrition responds to external stimuli. As we discussed in the living world, response to external stimuli. The living organisms shows irritability or response to stimuli. In this, plants as well as animals, both are living, so both shows response to external stimuli. But in case of plants, response is very slow. But in case of animals, response is fast. Okay? You go to the concept. And next one is contractile system. Contractile system. As we know, like humans, we have muscular system which shows contractions, but plants don't have such type of systems. So next criteria chosen by Linus was contractile system. Animals have contractile system, but plants don't have contractile system. These are few characters chosen by Linus to distinguish organisms into two kingdoms. One is kingdom Plantae and second one is kingdom Animalia. As we discussed, first character is cell wall. Organism with cell wall. Cell wall present. Plants absent. Animals. Locomotion. In plants, locomotion absent. In case of animals, locomotion present. Mode of nutrition. In case of plants, don't eat. In case of animals, they eat. Response to external stimuli. In case of plants, slow response. In case of animals, fast response, contractile system. In case of plants, contractile system is absent. In case of animals, contractile system is present. Hope you understand this, the simple way of classification. And he took few characters. Linus choose few characters. For the grouping of organisms. The same condition was with Aristotle. He took only few characters for his classification. Similar way, Linus took very few characters for his classification. And these classifications in which one or few characters are taken into consideration for grouping of organisms is known as artificial system of classification. One or few characters are taken into consideration for grouping of organisms. This is known as artificial system of classification. Now, if we look at our books, then we will find that there is 5 kingdom system of classification in our syllabus. This means 2 kingdom classification is not better system of classification. This system have drawbacks. Actually everything in this world have drawbacks. अच्छाई मिलेगी तो बुराई साथ में मिलेगी. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है दुनिया में जिसमें सिर्फ अच्छाई ही अच्छाई हो. आज 6 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन भी आ चुके हैं. आप 6 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशंस भी देखोगे तो उनमें भी डीमेरिट्स हैं. लेकिन जो ये स्टार्टिंग वाले सिस्टम्स हैं इनमें डीमेरिट्स ज़्यादा होंगी. बट जैसे जैसे हम नए सिस्टम्स बनाते जा रहे हैं उनमें डीमेरिट्स कम होती जाएंगी. 2 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन में बहुत सारी डीमेरिट्स नजर आने वाली हैं. Drawbacks of 2 kingdom system of classification. As we discussed, there are 3 main branches of biology: botany, zoology and microbiology. But in 2 kingdom classification there is no place for microorganisms. As we observe, system did not distinguish between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. There is 2 kingdom classification. In this 2 kingdom classification, one organisms are plants and other organisms are animals. And there is no place for microorganisms. There are few organisms which are prokaryotes like bacteria. Then these bacteria are placed along with plants. But actually these are not plants. But this is the demerit or drawback of 2 kingdom system of classification. You cannot distinguish organisms into prokaryotes and eukaryotes on the behalf of 2 kingdom system of classification. And second demerit is you cannot distinguish organisms unicellular or multicellular. You cannot distinguish organisms as prokaryotes and eukaryotes, unicellular or multicellular. And third drawback is photosynthetic. Photosynthetic. Non-photosynthetic. For example, we know there are few organisms like fungi. They have cell wall. But because of the cell wall, Linus placed fungi in kingdom Plantae. But actually, fungi is achlorophyllous. So it cannot make its own food. So you cannot place fungi in kingdom Plantae. But because of presence of cell wall, Linus placed fungi in kingdom Plantae. This is the drawback. Organisms which are characters there are few organisms which are showing the characters of both plants and animals. For example, Euglena. This organism don't have cell wall, but in the presence of light, this organism can manufacture its own food like plants. But when there is no light, it shows heterotrophic mode of nutrition or animal-like nutrition. So now this organism is showing character of both plants and as well as animals. But it is very difficult to place this type of organisms into kingdom system of classification. That's why we are saying these are drawbacks of two kingdom system of classification. And there are many other examples like Chlamydomonas, slime modes. There are many drawbacks of this two kingdom system of classification. That's why now we need some good system of classification. Then next attempt to classify organisms was given by Ernest Haeckel. He gave three kingdom system of three kingdom system of classification. And in two kingdom system of classification is the Linnean system of classification. He classified organisms into kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. And Haeckel gave three kingdom system of classification. It is better than two kingdom system of classification. He classified organisms into kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Then kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Then if examiner is asking you, then who gave kingdom Protista, then your answer is Ernest Haeckel. In this three kingdom system of classification, he excluded some organisms from kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia into kingdom Protista and placed these organisms into kingdom Protista. And these organisms are unicellular eukaryotes. He placed unicellular eukaryotes like Euglena, Paramecium, Amoeba, etc. into in this kingdom. Means he placed unicellular eukaryotes. The one condition is organism must be unicellular and second condition is must be eukaryote. Matlab it contains definite nucleus. Its genetic material must contain nuclear envelope. But there are many drawbacks of this system. Now, bacteria, cyanobacteria, still present in kingdom Plantae. Bacteria and cyanobacteria, though they have cell wall, but they are different from plants. So they they must be present in some different group. But in three kingdom system of classification, he excluded unicellular eukaryotes from kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. But still there are few organisms which don't resemble with plants, but they are still present in kingdom Plantae. And second problem was with fungi. Fungi. Is multicellular heterotrophs. Means even they don't have capacity photosynthesis. They don't have capacity of photosynthesis, but still they are present in kingdom Plantae. But this means three kingdom classification is better than two kingdom classification. But we still noticed some drawbacks of this system. So there came next system of classification, and that system of classification was four kingdom system of classification. साइकिल से बढ़िया स्कूटर है, स्कूटर से बढ़िया कार है, कार से बढ़िया एरोप्लेन है. बट अगर देखा जाए तो हर एक चीज़ अपनी अपनी जगह बढ़िया है. अब टू किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन याद करना बहुत इजी है, बट वो सिमिलैरिटीज और डिफरेंसेस ज़्यादा क्लियर नहीं कर पा रहा. थ्री किंगडम सिस्टम क्लासिफिकेशन टू से बेटर है, बट अभी भी इसमें बहुत सारे ड्रॉबैक्स बचे हैं. तो अब आप नोटिस करोगे, आगे आएंगे नेक्स्ट साइंटिस्ट टैक्सोनमिस्ट कोपलैंड. He gave four kingdom system of classification. 2, 3, 4. And in this four kingdom system of classification, organisms are classified into four kingdoms. Kingdom Onra, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Plantae, and Kingdom Animalia. As we discussed, four kingdom system of classification is better than three kingdom system of classification, because in this system bacteria, cyanobacteria, are excluded from kingdom Plantae and they are placed in new kingdom, and this is kingdom Monra. And this kingdom includes unicellular prokaryotes. Pro, early, karyon, nucleus. Or you can say, in these organisms, nucleus is absent. Genetic material is not enclosed by nuclear envelope, as we discussed in last lectures, previous lectures. This kingdom includes unicellular prokaryotes. You can say bacteria, cyanobacteria, and cyanobacteria is also known as BGA. Blue-green algae. Bacteria, cyanobacteria, or blue-green algae. Archaebacteria, etc. There are a few other organisms. We'll discuss them in detail in Kingdom Monra. And Kingdom Protista, unicellular eukaryotes, Plantae, multicellular autotrophs, and Kingdom Animalia, multicellular heterotrophs. Actually, Copeland established Kingdom Monra, but he named this as Mychota. Copeland named Mychota to Kingdom to Monra. Later on, Allen replaced this Mychota term with Kingdom Monra. This still have some problems, some drawbacks, like Kingdom Plantae. This four kingdom system of classifications, Kingdom Plantae contains Kingdom Fungi along with plants. But Kingdom Fungi or fungus is achlorophyllous. It is non-photosynthetic organism. So you cannot place these non-photosynthetic organisms with these photosynthetic organisms. So every system have some drawbacks. But as we move from two kingdom to three kingdom classification, 3 to 4 kingdom system of classification, then drawbacks are going to minimize. Now we will discuss 5 kingdom system of classification. As 5 kingdom classification also have few drawbacks, but as we move lower kingdom systems to higher kingdom systems, problems are going to rectify. But this system still contains some drawbacks. But other taxonomists are trying to minimize these drawbacks, है ना? साइकिल से अच्छा स्कूटर है, स्कूटर से अच्छी कार है, कार से अच्छा एरोप्लेन है, लेकिन एरोप्लेन भी क्रैश हो जाता है, उसके भी अपनी ड्रॉबैक्स हैं। अगर आपको 5 किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस कवर करना है, तो आप अगर कहोगे जी हम एरोप्लेन पे कर लेंगे, इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल। सो मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, हर एक सिस्टम क्लासिफिकेशन है जो उसकी अपनी एक इम्पोर्टेंस है। आज भी जो सिविलाइजेशंस के टाइम पे क्लासिफिकेशन के सिस्टम्स बने थे, उन्हें आज भी यूज़ किया जाता है। फॉर एग्जांपल मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स हो गए, वो प्लांट्स हो गए जिनसे हमें स्पाइसेस मिल रही हैं, वो प्लांट्स हो गए जिनसे हमें टिम्बर मिल रही है, वो प्लांट्स हो गए जिनसे हमें कॉस्मेटिक्स मिल रहे हैं। ये डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज आज भी लोगों के काफ़ी काम की हैं। बट अगर 1.75 मिलियन स्पीशीज की ग्रुपिंग करनी है उनकी सिमिलैरिटीज और डिफरेंसेस के बेसिस पे, तो आप नोटिस करोगे जो आपकी बुक्स में मेन सिस्टम दिए गए हैं वो 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन दिए गए हैं। बट 6 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन का भी एक माइनर सा रेफरेंस आपको एनसीईआरटी में मिलेगा। जो एनसीईआरटी की बैक साइड पे सप्लीमेंट्री पेज होते हैं जिन्हें हम सप्लीमेंट बोलते हैं, वो सप्लीमेंट में कुछ एडिशंस दी हुई हैं इन चैप्टर्स की, वहाँ पे आपको 6 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन की माइनर सी डिटेल मिलेगी, तो हम भी डिस्कस करेंगे। नाउ आफ्टर 4 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन देयर इज 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन। दिस वाज गिवन बाय विटेकर। Whitaker's 5 kingdom system of classification. Whitaker's 5 kingdom system of classification. अब हमें पता है प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे आ रही थी। प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी किंगडम प्लांटी में अभी भी फंजाई पड़ी है, तो इसका मतलब विटेकर्स 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन में क्या किया जाएगा, फंजाई को बाहर निकाला जाएगा किंगडम प्लांटी से। तो ये बन गए 5 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन में जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं वो आ गए किंगडम, किंगडम मोनरा, किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा, किंगडम प्लांटी। देखो जी पहले तो प्लांटी बना, किंगडम फंजाई, किंगडम एनिमेलिया। लो जी हमने किंगडम प्लांटी से किंगडम फंजाई को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया। इन दिस सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन किंगडम फंजाई इज एक्सक्लूडेड फ्रॉम किंगडम प्लांटी। दिस मीन्स 5 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन is best among these 2, 3, 4, 5 system of classifications. Now this kingdom Monra contains unicellular, prokaryotes. Protista contains unicellular, eukaryotes. Plantae contains multicellular, autotrophs. Fungi contains multicellular, heterotrophs with absorptive nutrition, means osmotrophs. Kingdom Animalia, multicellular, heterotrophs. with ingestive type of nutrition like human nutrition. हम दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म को कंप्लीट या उसके पार्ट को खा रहे हैं तो उसे खाना इज इंजेशन, इनटेक ऑफ फूड इज इंजेशन. तो ये फर्क है. इसमें क्या किया जा रहा है, ये भी हेट्रोट्रोप्स हैं, ये भी हेट्रोट्रोप्स हैं, बट ये हेट्रोट्रोप्स क्या शो कर रहे हैं, ये अपने एंजाइम्स एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर एनवायरनमेंट में स्क्रीट कर देते हैं. तो वो कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड को सिंपलर वन में तोड़ेंगे तो वो सिंपलर फूड को एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया जाता है. तो ये होगी ऑस्मोट्रोपिक मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन और एब्जॉर्प्टिव टाइप ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. बट इसमें क्या किया जा रहा है, किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म का पार्ट या उसे फुल खाया जा रहा है ना. जो हर्बीवोर्स हैं ना, वो भी बड़े ध्यान से देखो, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को खा रहे हैं, उसके पार्ट्स को खा रहे हैं. अगर आप पल्सेस खा रहे हो, वो पल्सेस हैं, जो वो क्या है, वो सीड्स हैं. अगर आप उन सीड्स को सो करते तो उससे नया प्लांट बनता. दिस मीन्स इज अ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. तो हम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को खा रहे हैं या उनके पार्ट्स को खा रहे हैं, चाहे वो हर्बीवोरी है चाहे वो कार्निवोरी है. तो है तो दोनों प्रीडेटरी मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. वी ऑल आर प्रेडेटर्स, चाहे हर्बीवोर है चाहे कार्निवोर है, बोथ आर प्रेडेटर्स, है ना. तो दिस इज द इंजस्टिव. और अपने एंजाइम्स को एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर एनवायरनमेंट में स्क्रीट करना. जो एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर एनवायरनमेंट में फूड पड़ा है, उस फूड को, कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड को सिंपलर वन में ब्रेक करना और उसे एब्जॉर्ब करना. दिस इज एब्जॉर्प्टिव और ऑस्मोट्रोपिक मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. आई थिंक आपको ये समझ आ गया होगा. मल्टीसेलुलर हेट्रोट्रोप यहाँ पे भी लिखा है, मल्टीसेलुलर हेट्रोट्रोप यहाँ पे भी लिखा है, बट यहाँ पे एब्जॉर्प्टिव, यहाँ पे इंजस्टिव. ये है जी विटेकर्स 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. अब जब भी क्लासिफिकेशन होती है तो क्लासिफिकेशन में कुछ ना कुछ बेस लेना पड़ेगा. मैंने बार बार बोला, अब मेरे हाथ में 4 मार्कर्स हैं. अब कोई इन्हें क्लासिफाई करना चाहता है, यस ही कैन क्लासिफाई ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट्स कैप्स कलर, ब्लैक जी, ब्लू, रेड, ग्रीन. अगर मान के चलो इनमें कोई डिफरेंस ही नहीं है, दे ऑल आर शोइंग similarities, but these are not going to show any difference, then you cannot classify these markers. इसका मतलब क्लासिफिकेशन के लिए, ग्रुपिंग के लिए आपको सिमिलैरिटीज भी और डिफरेंसेस भी होना जरूरी है. अगर सिर्फ सिमिलैरिटीज ही हो, डिफरेंसेस ना हो, देन यू कैन नॉट क्लासिफाई एनीथिंग. Criteria taken by Whitaker. Complexity, of cell structure. Whether cell is prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Complexity of body or thallus. Organism is unicellular or organism is multicellular. Mode of reproduction. Either organism reproduces asexually or organism reproduces sexually. Evolutionary evolutionary or phylogenetic relationship. We discussed the word phylogeny. Phylogeny means evolutionary history. Which organism is primitive and which organism is advanced? Mode of nutrition. Major criteria. Major criteria. Autotrophic or heterotrophic. Criteria taken by Whitaker for 5 kingdom system of classification. He classified organisms into kingdom Onra, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. When he classified these organisms, he must have some characters, and first character chosen by Whitaker was complexity of cell structure, whether organism is unicellular or multicellular. Complexity of body or thallus. Thallus actually means body. We will discuss it in detail. Either organism is unicellular or multicellular. Mode of reproduction. Either organism shows asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. Evolutionary or phylogenetic relationship, organism is primitive or advanced. Mode of nutrition, autotrophic or heterotrophic. And these are the few criteria which we discussed of Whitaker's 5 kingdom classification. Major criteria chosen by Whitaker is mode of nutrition, and criteria which have given least importance is the mode of reproduction. If examiner will ask you what are the main criteria chosen by Whitaker, and in these criteria he took first mode of nutrition, second phylogenetic relationship, third mode of reproduction, fourth complexity of body, then you can ignore mode of reproduction. This is the least important criteria, and most important criteria is major criteria is mode of nutrition. Complexity of cell structure, prokaryotic, eukaryotic, body, complexity, unicellular, multicellular, evolutionary or phylogenetic, primitive or advanced, mode of nutrition, autotrophic or heterotrophic. You can ignore mode of reproduction.